So, because I'm on holiday and I'm doing these back to back, I'm going to show you the other one that, because Corey's having a go at this, my son, we're both having a bit of a laugh with this. So I'm going to show you the other one that we've also set up. So the first two videos are basically going to be not back to back, but I'll release them once every other week. But I'm recording hopefully each one this week, and I'll be doing three or four videos this week. And I'm babbling. Right, okay. Further ado. Right, so the other one that we did as a thing, so I could show Corey the process, was we're using the new wheel. Ended up being Mono Blue. So as you can see, I've got the blue bit on here. Remember, the next videos will be using the wheels live. I won't be pre-recording anything, but I did these at work so I could keep the idea fresh and not lose it, because I don't want to have to redo it again, if that makes sense. So that was as you can see, a Mono Blue colour. So if I now go get the leader, because there's only so many Mono Blue leaders, so we spin it round, and then I've put on here respin. So if we respin it, we go again. So if we've already done the leader, it's an automatic respin. But there we go. So I've got P-047 Luffy, which is the Mono Blue Luffy leader from quite early on. In fact, I think it's quite an early set. So on that respect, then I'll show you the start of it so you can see where we're at, or where I'm at with it. One second. Transition. Woo! There we go. Right. Okay. So this is the leader that I was referring to. So Mono Blue Luffy is a weird one, quite an interesting card actually. I wish I had a copy of it. But it's ×1 Don when attacking. Draw a card if you have 3 less cards in hand. With a lot of the new blue stuff that's come out, this is actually a really good way of getting the deck to work. You can constantly get a card draw, because lots of stuff in blue, specifically around the Straw Hats, trashes stuff. So I've ignored everything. I've gone straight down the Straw Hat route. Okay, so again, same process again. Anything that I put a 4 next to is definitely something I'm going to be putting in the deck. Anything with 1s in is going to be speculative. So I'll try and explain the reasoning behind it, and then I'll go build the deck and playtest it on the sim. So we'll start off with the 1-drop Nami. So she's pretty self-explanatory. If you have 3 or less cards in your hand, return one of your opponent's characters with 3 or less to its owner's hand. This is going to get rid of so many blockers. It's a 2k counter. Initially I went meh, and then I was like, hold on. It bounces a 3-drop, and it bounces a 3-drop, and it's a 2k counter. We're going to have very little cards in hand. This is perfect. I'm going to run 4 of these. Absolutely no doubt in my mind, even if I just use it as 2k counter. I then saw the Usopp. So this is a promo Usopp. It's a 3k for 2, okay, and it is, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, place them back on the top or bottom in any order. Plays right into the strategy with some of the newer blue Straw Hats. So we've got the ability now to stack the top of the deck, which means we can use things like the new Nami. Where's she gone? Not the new Nami, sorry. The new, newish Sanji. So we can use Sanji to, as you can see, this will be a 4. So we'll be stacking the characters at the top to make sure that we can play something good off our Sanji, which would happen to be either this 8-drop Luffy, which we all know and love. Okay, so I'll go back to Sanji in a second. So it's 8 for 8. It's got rush, and when it's attacking, you can trash a card, playing into that whole thing of having a low hard size. Return a character 4 or less to its own hand, then give one of your rested Don to your leader or one of your characters. So it helps us ramp and beef up the team. So remember what Sanji does. Reveal the top card of your deck and play one character with a cost of 9 or less, other than Sanji, and the rest at the bottom. So that we're using that Usopp to stack the deck. We've got other cards in here that stack the deck. It's really good fun. I've got a really funny feeling this is going to be a really interesting deck when it gets going. I've also included one of the older OP1 or OP2 cards, sorry, which is on play. So it's a 7k for 6 on play. When you trash 2 cards from your hand, return a character with 1 or less. Character with 4 or less to its owner's hand. And then if this character gets double attack for a turn. Another big finisher in the deck. Might not end up being a 4 of, it might be a little bit less, but it returns a character, up to 1 character, not one of your characters, any character, and then gets double attack. That's really good. In this particular build, for this idea, that's really good. It's a 6k, 7k double attack nearly every turn, because we should be drawing lots of cards. Okay, this was an interesting one. I've thrown it in for a bit of intriguement because I'm not sure if I like it, but as a 7-drop for 7, 7k for 7, we get to return a character of 3 or less to its owner's hand. This could be useful. It could bounce a couple of our stuff back. It's speculative. I'm not greatly fussed about it. Another big 4 of in the deck so far is Nami. So the new blocker Nami, draw 2 cards, put 2 cards at the top of your... draw 3 cards, put 2 back on to the top of your deck. It's a 6-clay blocker for 5 that lets you stack your deck. This is where we're going with this deck. This couldn't be more clearer compared to the Kaido deck that I built in the first instance. And then we've got Promo Luffy, which is another Promo Luffy, which is a 4-drop. You may place this character at the bottom of its owner's deck, draw a card. Cycling through, it just gives us an extra card draw. It's a 1k counter if we don't use it. We're going to need these cards to draw through. This is another fun favourite of mine I like. So this is another Promo Luffy. You can trash 2 cards from your hand. Opponent places one of the characters at the bottom of their own deck. Any character. Doesn't matter. 9-drop, 10-drop, 1-drop, 12-drop. Card for 12-drop. It gets rid of it. We are going to have this. This is what's going to happen. We're going to be going into much disruption as possible. We're going to be going through our deck pretty quickly. I can see this being quite a intensive deck, losing a lot of cards. But we'll find out into our big hitters and win that way and get multiple swings. Then this is a 4-drop, 3-drop Sanji. God, I can't speak. 3-drop Sanji blocker, which I thought actually this is really good. If it's got blocker, meh. But in our turn, we can put a Don on it and we can turn it into a 7k swing for 3. As long as we've got 3 or less cards in our hand, that really makes a lot of sense to me. It might not be a 4-drop, it might be a situational blocker, but if we're ahead in the game and we don't need to block, suddenly that's a win condition. Again, not sure if it's going to be 4 of, but it makes a lot of sense in the plan we've got with this deck. So there's a lot more honourable mentions in this deck, because I'm still not sure about event cards and things like that. A couple of things that did kind of put my head into a thing was, I think I'll be running a lot of running Gungam Giant Level. It allows us to trash a card from hand, fills the graveyard, the trash pile up. It's a big 4k counter for 1. Its massive drawback is we're losing 3 cards within a deck that's already quite intensive losing cards. Do I want more of that? I don't know. Is it going to save us in a game? Definitely at some point. So again, something I'll have to think about. Gum King Cobra, so it's just a straight up 2k power, but then if you've got 4 or less cards in your hand, you get an additional 2, and it's also on trigger bounces a character. I like that. For us, should always be a 4k counter for 1. That's really good. That's just really good. So these are some of the newer ones. So surgery shots from the starter set 12. It's not no. I thought I read that wrong. I thought it was OP12. It's not SD. It's ST12. Up to one of your league cards gains 2k power for the battle, and then reveal 1 card from the top of your deck and play a character with 2 cost or less. It may not make the deck. I don't envisage them having too many 2 costs in there. So yeah, it's not likely to happen. I will never doubt a woman's tears is an interesting one. I like the fact that it gives us 1k power. I like the fact you reveal the top of your deck and play a character with 2 or less. I like the fact you get to play a character for 2 or less off a trigger from your hand. Again, we haven't got that many 2 or lesses in the deck, so it's probably not going to get in there. Sorry, I'm a goner. It's just a really entertaining card anyway, look at it. Reveal 1 card from the top of your deck, reveal a card that is a cost of 4 or more, and return up to one of your characters from your own to its owner's hand, and then place the reveal card upon your deck. It's an interesting thing here, because if we could declare it a blocker, pay 1, use Nami to stack the deck, bounce Nami back, replay Nami next turn, stack the deck, do the same again. I feel like this might actually be a 4 of in the deck to do blocker counter shenanigans. I like it. I like the idea. I just like the card. Sorry, I'm a goner. It's really good. I think this is going to be interesting way to go. Again, this one's an interesting one. When somebody makes fun of their friend's dream. Counter if your character would be KO'd in this, it plays into that. Let's trash the cards, get the card hand size down again. It's just straight up invulnerability for that. It's not a here's an extra 2k. It's like 2. No, you're not blowing my character up. Plays into the blocker scenarios quite nicely as well. Yeah, I like this again. Place up to one of your opponent's character's base cost of 4 or less into the bottom of the deck. I like this ability to go no, no, no. Again, this could be a 2 of. Not entirely sure just yet. So again, I looked at this one. I actually have this as part of an idea when I had this for my Dressrosa cards. It hasn't made the main deck though. So draw a card, return one of your opponent's characters, cost of 2 or less. The card draw's nice. The sending a blocker to the bottom of the deck is nice. Sorry, back to the hand is nice. Again, it's not ideal. It's not the greatest. My old favourite, 3000 Worlds, used to be such a good card. It's not that great anymore. I think it's got a place in here. I think it can be used. Again, might be a 2 of. But I'm also running Red Roc. So Red Roc, place one character to the bottom of its own deck. Just outdoes all bit of that. Place a character with a cost of 4 or less at the bottom. Again, absolutely fantastic. Love it. So that's the general basic. I'm not going to go into these too much more because these turn out to be quite long videos. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here. So I'll be back with the second part of the video with the complete build of this. It's not. This is the first draft again. Don't thingy. There might be other cards that outside Straw Hats I might want to run. However, I really like the Straw Hat engine in this. This could be a really fun deck to play. Okay, this one was fun to build. And I feel like it's a bit. There's a little bit of all over the space, but it feels more consistent than when I tried to build the Kaido deck. So this will be really interesting. So its whole ability, this guy is you've got Don on him when you attack. As long as there's 3 or less cards in your hand, you're going to draw a card. So there's a good chance of throwing counter away, throwing trashing stuff to these different abilities. We're going to be able to draw a card every turn, so we're going to keep being able to cycle the deck. So I put 4 Namis in for the 2k counter and the fact that we can use them to bounce something back like a blocker. So we should be able to do that. I've gone with 4 Usopps so we can go and have a look, set the top of the deck up for other cards like the Sanjis, the 9-drop Sanji for instance. I've gone with 3 copies of this particular Sanji because it's a blocker, and also if we have a Don on it and we've got 3 or less cards in hands, it suddenly becomes a 7k swing, which is nice. I've gone for the promo 5k 4-drop Luffy, which when you return it to the bottom of your deck, you draw a card. So again, cycling through. I envision just playing this, swinging with it, and then doing that to get a card back. I've gone with this one, which I really, really like. So this is another 4-drop 5k Luffy from this promo. You can trash 2 cards from your hand, and you get your opponent to choose a character that they own and put it to the bottom of the deck. If they don't have many characters, we can get them to put their biggest or best characters away. 4-5-drop 6k blocker Namis because draw 3, put 2 back on top, stacking the deck. This could be the crux of the deck. It could be mint. It's a 5-drop 7k blocker Luffy, but it can attack if we've got 4 or less cards in hand, which the deck's aiming to do. So we could have a cheap 7-drop here, in theory. I've gone for 3 of the 6-drop 7k Luffy from OP2. So on play / attacking, you may trash 2 cards from your hand, returning to 1 character cost of 4 or less to its owner's hand, and then it gets double attack. Remember, this is any 4 or less, so it can be my opponent's or mine. Really good. I've gone for 3 of the 6-drop Sanjis from LP11. I'm a bit out on this, but again, when it's KO'd by an opponent's effect, I can look at the top 5 cards and play 1 character with a Straw Hat type and a cost of 5 or less, then place the rest on the card of the cards on the bottom in any order. Basically, I can play anything from here. That's what we're aiming for that, and there's lots of options. Then you can return up to one character with original cost, original power of 5 or less from to its owner's hand. So that again is mine or other people's. So again, 6 for 7, get a 5 drop back minimum, 5k power. Rush 8 drop Luffy is an absolute must. He sits in, plays off Sanji, brilliant. We've then got 9 drop Sanji, who then just plays basically anything of 9 less, other than Sanji, off the top of the deck. It's self-explanatory. So I went with Gum Gum Rain, the standard not cost counter, which you have to discard a card. Do like the trigger on it. It's not as good as some of the other ones though, in my opinion. I've then gone for Sorry I'm Dead, or Sorry I'm a Goner. Reveal the top card of your deck. Reveal card is for a greater return up to one of your characters to your hand, and then place the reveal card on the bottom of your deck. It basically, again, trigger blocker, trigger the counter, bounce the blocker back, protect the blocker, or protect another card that might get swung at. A really good one as well, Gum Gum King Cobra. If we've got 4 or less cards in hand, it's 4k, self-explanatory. And then just 2 big bits of spot removal with Gum Gum Red Roc. So again, putting it to the bottom of the owner's library. It's sensible thing to do. So we've got the deck. Let's go see if we can win anything with it. So we're going to use, where are you, Luffy? Where are you? There we go, Luffy. So let's quick join. I'm thinking this deck's legal. I'm hoping. Mind you, I don't know if the game would be able to tell me if it wasn't or it was. So it's the middle of the day in the UK, so it's a bit slow getting connections, getting games going. There we go. Oh, they're playing Purple Shanks. This will be interesting. I'll take the play. With so many big drops there, I feel like we're going to have to mulligan. That's not any better, but we'll go with it. And end the turn. Draw card, draw Don. So we've got 3 Don, and we've got nothing to show for it, so we'll stick a thing, and we'll attack into Shanks. So it's -3 Don. Yeah, film time, let's get bigger. Yep, cool. So it's the film of Shanks. It's the starter set Shanks, basically. 5 for 5. Let's give it a 6. What do we give it? Let's give it a Nami. So we're down to 5 again. Draw card. Draw Don. So now we're up to 5 Don. Let's go for a... Oh, it's an on-play, you numpty. Never mind. Oh, I still could have triggered his effect and... Well, I am error. I am completely error. I could have just done that, couldn't I? I'm having the worst time with this. But again, not knowing the cards as well, I should be reading them more and learning how to play the game. So we should be able to get this down. So what will you hit? She'll hit a 3 of less, so 5k. We'll give it the Nami. We'll give it the 2k. And we won't take any, we'll just resolve that one. No trigger effect, so we can actually play that next turn. Okay, cool. Draw Don. Right, so on play, we trash 2 cards in your hand and return 1 character 4 or less to its own hand, and the game. Okay, brilliant. So deploy. We will use the card action, and I will trash the Red Roc, and I will trash Sanji, and we will send the blocker back. Can't swing with it, but you know, never mind. But we are down to 3 now, and we'll attack in there and finally get a card draw. See if he counters, he should do. See, the bounce is just nice there anyway. Right, and then we'll attack into 5 into 5, see if he wants to save his dude. See, even though I trashed 2 cards there, for me, whether it's got double attack or not, suddenly we're able to draw into a new card. It's not too bad. It could be better. I could learn to play it properly. Ooh, is that Douglas Bullet? That is indeed Douglas Bullet. Main 4 minus 4 then. Rest up 2 opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less, and then this character gains double attack. Blech. That's horrible. That is a horrible card. Well, we're going to have to take some damage this turn, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll let that go. We've got no choice but to let that go, really. Delete it. Yep, no blocks and resolve. No trigger effects. So we're going to be able to Sanji this turn. It's whether we can hit anything. No blockers and resolve. No trigger effect. So we're on 9. Well, I think we need to risk it. Deploy the blocker Nami. Right, so attack into you. We'll use the card action and we'll discard Usopp and wrong one, but it's fine. Return that. So it's 7k double. So he's got to counter into it now. Which he can. Yeah, it's cost him. Okay, good. Oh, well, I forgot to attack Berg again. I did this all day practicing with Corey. Every time I was practicing with Blackbeard, I was like, oh, I forgot my leader attack. I forgot my leader attack. I could have won a game if I'd swung with my leader. Fine margins win your games. Okay, so he's thinking. That is kid, what's turn? In turn, once per turn, when a Don card is. Okay, so he gets Don card back when he returns Don cards too. I think he's going to Douglas Bullet into my 7 drop. In my head, that's what I would do. But I do have a blocker. Oh, I think that's the one. Everything's got. Oh, he's rested the blocker. So now we've got a 10k double attack. And I reckon this is going to be 3 Don using its ability to give everybody 2k. Why are you not doing that? Yeah, ouch. That's going to hurt. And I think I'm dead. I don't think I pulled into enough. If I had my blocker up, I would have been fine. Oh no, I can survive as long as he doesn't pump anything up. So you should just go for the win, put 3 back, and should just put 3 back, and then that should be everything. If he's think about it, that's film, not film. Oh, he's only got 1 film card. Film card at 8. Yep, don't have enough to do it. So decent. Right, let's run that back and go again then. So a couple of little mistakes there. A couple of little mistakes, but it's fine. Playing a deck for the first time, can't be expected to memorise everything with my dyslexia as it is. So, I must admit, I'm really impressed with the sim. I've seen people playing it. I've never had a chance to play on it properly like this until now. Oh, I'm getting screwed so badly by Shanks. You are purely 2k counter now. I'll keep it, and I'm going to have to pretend that I have got any chance in the world of dealing with this. End the turn. Oh, this is a start. Is this a starter cell? Draw done. Right, okay, we will Usopp. We want top. Top. So I want you, that way around. Yeah, that'll do. That will do just fine. And then we'll don up. Attack Shanks, make him do the -5 ability. We might as well get him to learn his triggers. Oh, he took it. Didn't even bother. Interesting. So we've got a 3k that does meh. It will do. Oh, this is definitely Shanks. I thought it was starter Shanks with the fact that he's running that, but I'm expecting the huge ones to start coming out in a few turns. Look at all the ooters. Like, haha. Gotta find the cards, gotta find the cards, gotta find the cards. 8k. I do not have the resolve for that. No trigger effect, thank you. And then done. Alright, so we'll go with plan B. Deploy him. And then we will stick a dot on him. Attack into leader. Yeah, okay. End the turn. So next turn's going to be a swing with with 4-drop Luffy and then crack his ability, get a card. I need to ditch some of this, really. We'll see how we go. So 8k. So there's 2. There's... Yeah, I've got to go full whack. Down to 3 cards now so I can do the cycling. So draw my card. Draw the dawn. So we're on 7. This will allow us to run out a 6-drop Sanji. And we'll return Usopp to his hand. Right, okay. Probably not the wisest idea. But we will then attack with our 4-drop Luffy. Make him minus and rise of 6k, but it's irrelevant in it at this point. I need to get the swing in. Force him to do stuff. Excellent. Activate his ability, draw a card. And now we're looking better. There's no point attacking. Let's just go at the end of the turn. So this will be a... that into that. And we'll have 8, 9 done, so probably Sanji, or I might just go for 8-drop Luffy. Actually, it might be better to 8-drop Luffy. No blockers. That'll protect me from that. No trigger effects. Right, that gives me the trash card that I need for the Luffy Rush card. Oh, excellent. Don't get the ability of that. Not annoying at all. Right, so we've got 8-drop Luffy. Attack into Usopp, or just go for his face. Trash this one. And then I can get arrested onto you. Hold on. Adjustment card from your hand. Turn it to one character with 4 or less. Return. And get arrested onto him. There we go. Brain power not working again. Got 3 hand cards in hand there. So if I survive this next turn, I'm going to hopefully go nuts. Right, okay. Attack. Draw. That gives me another card. And then we end the turn and hopefully don't die. Though we have got a sorry, I'm a goner in hand, which means I might be able to save this dude. Or he could just do that. Joy. So 5k. 6 attack. Oh, yes. No. Stop. It's irrelevant. No blockers, resolve the attack. No trigger. Draw a card. Done. Let's deploy Sanji. Let's deploy that. Let's GG's because we're dead. Right, so that's the first one. It held its own against Shanks a little bit. Can't complain about that. So let's go again. So this will be the last one. I love the fact the games are so quick as well. This has been recording 20 minutes? Yeah, it's 20 minutes with 2 games in. So each game takes about 10 minutes. When we're at the shop, it takes about 10-15 minutes per game as well. So yeah. Yeah, middle of the day matching up, not great. Actually, it took a couple of minutes for it to match last time, so it was about 8 minutes per game. I mean, what more could you want? Magic Gathering takes fucking forever. Oh, have they all noticed it's me now when they're going, he's playing a really crap deck? I mean, I could play Blackbeard in one of my video streams, I might do that, since I need to practice with it. And I do run the Blackbeard deck on here that I run for locals. Just to entertain you, look. If you've seen my short, I still haven't de-sleeved it. It's still getting built at some point. There he is. It's just a fish man. Fish man, you're a fish man. Yeah, I built it for fun and just to annoy Corey, my son, because he's like, "You never play any good decks." I know I don't. I love playing off meta. Who doesn't like playing off meta? I mean, who doesn't like playing fish? Who doesn't like fish? Do you know what? A bit dark, can't we? Let's see if we can just make that lighter. Where's it gone? Where's the button? Where's the button? No, that's not the button. It's not a button. Where's the button gone? Somebody's stolen my button. Let's go. I've got the wire. I've got the wire. I've got the wire. I've got the wire. Wire. Bottle. Wire. No. No. Oh, there it is. So where's the button? Where's the button? Oh, the button's fallen behind. No, the button has fallen behind and I cannot get it. I can't get it. It's not coming out. How do you get down there in the first place? Questions for later. Right, I feel like that's the end of our run today because we're not getting anywhere. But for next time, we're 2 out of 3 won't bad, right? Okay, it's not the greatest deck in the world. I put it together in 20 minutes flat. But I think there's some little bits of potential there. I wonder if anybody could take that and strengthen it in any way, shape or form. We didn't really get to see the stacking abilities. We didn't really get to see... I mean, I can't, again... you know what I mean? I've completely misplayed her, but not remembering that she's multicoloured. So a 6-clear blocker that doesn't stack, she's going to have to go for the next build if I go again with this. But you learn from your mistakes, which I am, as you can see, very, very, very prone to. Anyway, thank you for watching this one. I'll see you in the next one.